Welcome to today's 4.5 Sharp Livestream. I am your host, CM Prizm, your host for today's journey through this October update. Without further ado, let's get started with Gina. As we can see here, her basic attack is called Firestorm. Gina uses telekinesis to hurl at the enemy, with the final hit inflicting airborne. Her core attack is called Forced Descent. Gina manipulates gravity to attack her enemies. The final hit knocks down the target. Alrighty, here we are at the tutorial again, the Hunter preview. Let's just see the visuals as we've seen it live in game. I really love the spears that come out. That's, I think, my favorite part about her basic attack. Alrighty, now let's get into the core attack visuals one more time. Also, I think they did such a good job with Gina's design again. I liked her in the when I was reading through the manhwa and everything. But in game they did such a good job. Now let's move over to the first two skills. Alrighty, her skill 1 is called Gravitational Mass. Gina sends a gravity sphere that explodes in the direction she's facing and inflicts airborne. Her skill 2 is called Path of Extinction. Gina fires off a beam of magic in the direction she's facing, then uses a magic orb to fire off enhanced magic beam as a follow-up. This is a channeled skill, so you will want to hold this down, and it applies something called Counter Current while it's being casted. Counter Current is something that's kind of like a counter, and you'll see later what it does once we get to the passive. And then her ultimate skill is called Liberation. Gina rises and gathers strength into a sphere of light to create a powerful explosion. This inflicts airborne and creates a gravitational field that deals additional damage and activates halt when enemies touch it. All right, let's see what it looks like in game. All right, her first skill here, called Gravitational Mass. So it's a nice AoE attack. All right, her skill 2, called Path of Extinction. Remember, you're going to want to hold this one down.
This one, my favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my favorite too. I think it might be everybody's. Just visually stunning, does a lot of damage, feels good. All right, and her ultimate, which is called Liberation. Again, the animations are just, they're so good. And as you can see, everybody gets sucked into the middle there. But now let's go through her advancements and passive. When Forced Descent, Gravitational Mass, or Path of Extinction, aka her core attack and her first two skills, when they are used, activate the Counter Current effect. When the maximum number of Counter Current effect is reached, apply Mana Circulation to all team members. Mana Circulation increases attack and fire damage to all team members. After creating a gravitational field, apply Body Retrograde effect to all team members as well. This will restore HP and charge the power gauge over time, so you're going to be cranking through those ultimates. Her 1-star advancement is when Mana Circulation is activated, also activates Mana Transformation. This will grant a shield based on the percentage of Gina's attack, increases the user's damage dealt, and decreases the damage taken as well. At 2-star, increases the shield effect by a percentage, and when a shield is granted to a team member, it increases their damage dealt by a percentage as well. So this will go for every hunter that you have and are using, as long as the shield is active. At 3-star, Gravitational Mass creates a gravitational field effect and applies gravity boost to targets hit by gravitational mass. Gravitational field effect deals a percentage of the skill's damage, interrupts the target, and increases the target's fire damage taken as well. At 4-star, increases all team members' defense penetration by a percentage. This effect is increased for fire elemental team members as well. So as you can tell, this will greatly benefit Yu Hyun, and she'll be a great support and a little bit of a DPS too for the fire team. At 5-star, when a gravitational field is created, it activates the space-time gap effect. This increases damage of Path of Extinction, which is her second ability, the laser beam, and this damage is further increased when the target is affected by gravity boost as well. System, you mind helping me out with Gina's unique weapon?
I would be honored. Her unique weapon is called the Glamour of Self-Worth. This increases the user's attack. When Mana Circulation is activated, all team members recover MP and increase their attack and fire damage, and it is also stackable.
But now let's take a look at what you guys are also looking forward to, which is the newest entry to the weapon codex, the Demon King's Daggers. Alrighty, so this is what one of the daggers looks like. In game, you'll be able to play with two. The weapon skill is called Crackling Thunder. Sung Jin-woo charges forwards and slashes through his targets, and the first hit of this ability inflicts paralyze on the target, and you'll find that it does a lot of damage. Let's move on to the passives. 2 as 1 effect is applied when these daggers are equipped. The critical hit rate and critical hit damage of Crackling Thunder increases by a percentage, and the damage of Crackling Thunder scales off of Sung Jin-woo's strength. That is right, that is not a typo. It is strength and not attack. So for those of you that are spec'd into the strength stat, this is how you can maximize the damage for Demon King's daggers. At 1 star, after using Crackling Thunder, the user can perform another, more powerful version of Crackling Thunder once as a follow-up attack. Crackling Thunder applies the concentrated lightning effect, and what that does, it stacks every second, and a bonus stack is added when attacking. When the maximum number of concentrated lightning stacks is reached, it is replaced by the lightning rush effect. If the user uses Crackling Thunder while under the effect of Lightning Rush, it increases the skill damage by a large percentage. At 2 star, it increases the user's wind damage. At 3 star, it enhances 2 as 1, Concentrated Lightning and Lightning Rush, increases the damage of Crackling Thunder. Concentrated Lightning effect stacks every second, and all stacks add a bonus instance of Concentrated Lightning, and 2 effect instances are gained when applying Lightning Rush. At 4 star, the weapon skill Crackling Thunder cooldown is decreased, and at 5 star, the Crackling Thunder is further enhanced, increasing the wind damage, area of effect size, charging distance, and the skill damage increase as well. Alrighty, so we are going to be showcasing these deadly daggers in a little bit, but let's jump straight into the new Workshop of Brilliant Light floor. Alrighty, here we are at the Workshop of Brilliant Light, but as you can see on the right side, there is some new rewards that you can get out of here. We will go into what the cores do a little bit after, but I thought it would be a good idea to go into and play through the new stage of Workshop of Brilliant Light and challenge Baran the Demon King as a whole.
Just go easy on him.
Go easy. Although it is very possible to die in this one, because you know when you're playing a Sung Jin-woo, you're built like a glass cannon.
Yeah, I did feel like during the rehearsal you cut it uncomfortably close.
Definitely intentionally, not because I'm bad. So this one kind of has a Cerberus kind of start. Always get that start in there. Get the break as you can. Get the full bloom. It's raining down the lightning. Oh, I missed that dodge. Let's see what this does. Okay, see? It's not gonna one-shot him every time.
Nice dodge.
Thank you, thank you. Always get that full bloom. You know, it's really nice having all these extra dashes. I can just use them so liberally. Alrighty.
Rod Keto, we see you in the chat. Unfortunately, we cannot give any information about future updates at this moment, but be sure to check out the forum and some of our posts coming up in the future.
Oh yeah, so this is my favorite attack of his. You might be thinking, you know, I can dodge through everything in this game, right? I should be able to, I can dodge through, no, you cannot dodge that.
Oh, and look at you, just caused yourself.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are actually doing your best to dodge that, and then we'll see from there. Alrighty. Let's see the damage. We'll dash one time, get that amplifying draw. And that was just half of the attack. And again, we are overpowered. But again,
that's right. Now it's you guys are fighting with the same weapon. It's who has
oh yeah, exactly right. So he's overpowered too now. It's a fair fight. Got to break him down again. You know, I don't think I've been using the basic attacks enough to warrant the taking of it. I'm not going to use the ult round, so I can just showcase you guys what it is. So this part, I'd recommend if you can, dodge the lightning shocks and then try to break. What's fun?
Nothing. Someone in the chat.
Nothing.
I don't know if we can cross platforms, but no, I'm not good at that game. That's a fact. But we're here for solo leveling Arise today.
Alrighty, so let's see this weapon in full effect. Don't want to nuke it too bad because there's some really cool 70 bars. Okay, so this part is very much like Kang Tai Shik earlier in the story. You have to count to 3, and I did not because I can't count. I was narrating.
2 Mississippi. 3.
And you gotta avoid and dash. And this is All right, everyone, spam F in the chat to help me be perfect.
You got this.
Not because I'm failing. I see Luna Snow
Yeah.
commenting, and I think we'll just finish this off with a nice little combo into...
This is where you be careful. Okay, you did this time. Last time, you gave me a heart attack.
Thank you, King the Conqueror, saying you love the movement. Very smooth.
Let's go.
Thanks for the Fs in the chat, guys. A celebratory Fs. And that is showing off easy mode of the new Demon Castle Upper Floors Demon King Baran. Yeah, and this fight is, like, I've had so much fun with this fight. And honestly, when you're not as overpowered, you get to experience so much more of it. But I just didn't want you guys to, sit through. It might take me like 30, 45 minutes, and I might fail a couple times if I tried it on harder. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this part. But let's move on to the core mechanics that you guys saw. Alrighty, so as you can see here, got some main rewards now in both of these. So for normal, this is going to be what the normal mode looks like for the Demon Castle's upper floors. You can see the CP requirements, and these are the what cores will look like for you. So Sungjin Woo and each hunter will each have 3 slots. And so Sungjin Woo, you can get and there are 3 types of cores. So one is the Spirit Core, which it looks like a prism. One is a Body Core, and the other is the Mind Core as well. So they're also a legendary, epic, and rare, as you can see. And each core will have one passive that you can see here. So this is an example of one. When the user uses their ultimate skill, it recovers MP equal to 5% of their max MP. And then you can see the cooldown as well as there. This one, for example, is that when the user uses basic attacks, hits 3 times, it charges their power gauge by 3%. Alrighty, and so I'm just going to click through these. I'm not going to read all of them out loud, but if you guys want to go back after the stream and pause and look at them, you're welcome to. Reminder, this is a test build, so it might not be officially when in the game. And then there's another thing that you can get called Solidified Stone. There's 1, 2, and 3, and I will show you right now what those do for you. So there's right here, as you can see, there's new UI. We get to the core, and then these are the cores that I have collected in the runs that I've done to practice for today's stream. And so here you can see, okay, say I want to level up this one. I forgot to tell you guys. At the top, you guys can see here, defense and damage increase. These are the stats that you will be getting if you choose to attack them. So for like, say, ooh, I want this one. I want the attack, maybe this for Alicia or something like that. What I would do is I level up, and the way you level it up is using other cores that you don't want. So maybe these rares down here, and then you can get them to level 10. And so boom, and then you can level them up, and then, can you be in some excess, and then those are some of the total power, and then you can get more of the stats up at top. Now you might be saying, okay, so now that I have that, what can I do? You can enhance it further and to try to get to 100% at the top here. So I turned on auto enhance here, and so you'll see that each of these solidified stones, and since this is an epic one, you're going to use solidified stone 2, will then increase your stat enhancement level bit by bit, and so you can look into it a little bit more. Yes, there is more codes at the end, everybody, so stay tuned. We did give away one earlier. Maybe some nice people in the chat will be able to share that. But this is what the core system, mechanic looks like.
Meh.
So then you can get this all the way up to 100% max, and you get all of those stats. So that's what the new core mechanic looks like. But let's move on to some improvements coming in the next update. Now, some of you guys may have already seen this in the patch notes, but we thought we'd highlight some of the bigger changes. We heard your feedback a lot about Kaiselen, and so we've decided to decrease the flying patterns for Kaiselen. So there'll be less time spent in the air and more time getting beat up by our amazing hunters on the ground, hopefully. We also have the presets for Sungjin Woo going from 3 to 5, so you guys can have more of those presets. Like we were saying earlier, if you want water, fire, light, dark, wind, all of them. Am I missing any? I think there's 5.
Yeah, you got everything.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool. So you can, make a preset for each one of them. Then you also have buffs for these hunters and weapons that you can see on screen, with Choi Jong-in getting some love, as well as Yu Su-hoon and the Demon's Longsword. I think it's really fitting that Demon's Longsword is getting a buff in the same patch that we are getting the Demon King's Daggers. So given a lot of that, a lot of fun.
You technically showcased most of that.
Yeah.
Within the,
using those presets to our advantage. But yeah, those are some of the improvements coming to solo leveling Arise. Hope you guys will enjoy all these changes. Now let's move on to a new contest that we just announced. Let's talk now about the costume design contest. That's right. There will be 2 categories. This is your chance for all you artistic people and even non-artistic people to really make your impact on solo leveling and get some nice rewards out of it. But the first category is for drawing any costume that you would like to see on our hero, Sung Jin Woo. So if you think, something silly might look good on him or something epic, up to you, your artist's discretion. And there's also the hunters category, which is draw any costume that you would like to see on one of the other hunters in solo leveling Arise. And this is going to be limited to hunters who are currently available and playable in the game, excluding Sung Jin Woo. So for first prize, you can get approximately $2,000, and then the costume design will be implemented into the game, and you'll be able to see it, and everyone will be able to get it and play with it, and you'll get 30,000 Essence Stones on top. For the awards of excellence, there will be 4 winners, and that will be approximately at $1,040 US, and then you'll also get 20,000 Essence Stones. Honorable mentions, as you can see, you'll get around 700 and then some more Essence Stones. The special awards also get 350 and get some 7,000 Essence Stones, and then 10 members to randomly get the 5,000 Essence Stones. So be sure to participate in this fun event where you can show off all of your artistic talent, or maybe lack thereof, and still have some fun with it anyway. Thank you all for joining us and supporting Solo Leveling Arise. We truly, truly appreciate all of your feedback, all of your interaction, and for all of you taking the time out of your day to join us in today's live stream. I sure had a lot of fun, and I hope y'all did too. Quick reminder to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps as well.